Hello all, it's me. Welcome to part 49. And in the last part, Yamato left the party and so did Jou and Mimi. Just all going our separate ways because for whatever reason that's fucking better than sticking together when we're going up against the Dark Masters. Nonetheless, yes, you are being unreasonable, Mimi, okay? So, we get a rank up between these two. Can't say no. Definitely not going to say no to that. So, even though we're on our own and we only have ultimates, you know, Joe's confident we're going to be okay. That big ball of pipes looked familiar. It better fucking not be. Anyway, we got to investigate. While this is going on, we catch up with an old foe. This is the same Ogamon that we encountered on Fire Island. Still being a dick. Beating up on Woodmon because he feels like it. Actually, I don't know, why is he beating up on the Woodmon? I can never remember. So he runs for his life, I guess. Don't piss off the Woodmon. They will not be pleased with you. So they beat the shit out of Ogamon. While he does a silly dance. And screams. So, we investigate that noise as well, because of course there's so many noises to investigate. And we've only got 2 bloody ultimate Digimon. They're not going to do fucking much if we come up against a Dark Master, or another Mega. So, Ogamon's injured, and despite the fact that he put us through shit tons of hell on Fire Island, the kids are nice enough to help him. So Joe's like, oh well, you know, I'm a doctor, I'll help him. I'll clear up the wound. The funny thing is, in the future, 25 years after the events of Season 2, he becomes a doctor of the digital world. Clever fucker. And I really don't have much to say because I'm trying to cut out background noise. So I think Ogamon has no choice but to be grateful for the fact that we've helped him out here. Yeah, you should be grateful, especially given you tried to kill us on Fire Island. We should be leaving you here to rot. Oh god, not in that voice. Yeah, you two are so clever to have gone off on your own. Because now you've got to put up with the Mega. A Dark Master at that. And don't think Ogamon's going to help you out because he's Ogamon. He's a champion. He's not going to do anything. And he's injured to boot. I get that you don't want to fight, but it's just like... It's like the prophecy in Harry Potter. Harry didn't choose to have that prophecy made about him. Voldemort chose him. What? Who the fuck is... Oh no. No, 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 no! This prick's alive! After the fucking hell he put me through from his boss battle and that 1000 HP restore and all that nonsense, he's fucking alive! And he's evolved at that. He's a mega now. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. He's got to listen to this cheesy ass music again. Anyway, I was making a point about Harry Potter. In Harry Potter, Harry didn't choose to have the prophecy made about him. Voldemort made that choice. And Dumbledore made a very good point where Harry could choose to walk away. He could choose to walk away and not fight Voldemort, but Voldemort will continue to chase him down. So in the end, one of them's going to kill the other. And it's kind of similar here. Mimi may not want to fight. Jou may not want to fight. But the Megas want to fight them. The Dark Masters want them dead. They may turn around and say, we don't want to fight. But that's just not going to stop the Dark Masters. They're going to still want those chosen kids dead. Anyway, I think these two are fighting for the right to kill the kids. And they've gone. Oh, Metal Etamon, I have not missed you. I have not missed Etamon. Well, I have, because he's so fucking zany, but I haven't at the same time because, oh god. We did not need another Mega to fight. I really did not want to have to fight another Mega. So, Ogamon is saying some stuff, I guess. I believe the anime offered an... I don't know. Because I can't understand Japanese. I'm pretty sure Metal Etamon must have explained how he came back to life. Or survived that attack from Metal Greymon. Anyway, it goes without saying we are going to have to fight Metal Etamon because, well, that's the way it fucking goes, isn't it? And this conversation is going to go on for ages. Oh, I can just see it. So, well, obviously he's feeling better. He's doing the silly dance again. Nope. Ouch, I've hurt my arm doing the silly dance. Anyway, while we're chatting, we get greeted by this scary fucker. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not a foe. Though you might think that he is, he's not a foe, trust me. This guy's a good guy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Sabaliamon, or Sabaliamon, as it is pronounced in the English dub. And I think I might go with that pronunciation just because I prefer it more. Anyway, he explains that when back in the beginning, when they exposed him to all that Digivice energy, when he was evil, when Devimon had him brainwashed, that actually gave him the ability to Digivolve, which is interesting. Anyway, we have now got 2 support members. I think that's the only time this happens in the game. Well, not including the crossover special, the very last episode, where I think you can have 2 support members there. But I haven't got that far, and I don't think I will be putting that in the... I'm uploading that necessarily, because I just don't see the point. Anyway, there's no point in having anything on Palmon because we're not going to be fighting with her. Because Mimi's dead against fighting, remember? She doesn't want to fucking know. So I'm going to clear off some Digichips because I'm not going to be seeing certain Digimon for a while, so why should I bother? I will be seeing plenty of you though. In this part, anyway. So I probably should clear you off and start again. But I should be okay at the same time. It shouldn't be too hard. But like I say, you have two support characters, Saber Leomon and Ogremon. And that fight took longer than it should have done. I do apologise. Like I say, Palmon does not take part in any of these fights, so you only need to worry about Gomamon and making sure he's digi-chipped up. Just ignore Palmon completely. Mimi's dead against fighting, so it ain't gonna happen. Well, it's like I say, it's no real loss. Palmon is not the greatest Digimon in the world. She can poison, but that's really all she's got going for her in my mind. So there's plenty of wandering around to do. I'm pretty sure I probably do miss some items along the way, but I don't care at this point. I just want to continue on. It's a bit reckless, I know, but I don't care. I'm going to save the game real quick, because always handy to do that. Otherwise I might find myself screwing up, or the PSP breaking or some shit like that, and then I'll end up having to do a load of ton of stuff again I don't really want to do. Or I die and I have to do a ton of stuff again. What, it could happen. In fact, I think it did happen. Right, sneak round you. Oh, item. Because, yeah. I'm going to have to fight somebody, and the fight's not going to be easy, so I'm just going to come straight out and say, yeah, we have to fight somebody. And what the hell was the point of that area if there's no item down there? Right, run, I don't want to fight you. And we end up here, which is very random. It looks like a cross between the real world with the restaurant just slapped bang in the middle. It just reminds me of when we went to fight Venovamdemon with the broken buildings and all that. The only difference is that they've slapped this restaurant in, and this restaurant is completely and utterly decimated. So Saber Leomon's got some stuff to explain to us, and I'm not necessarily 100% sure of what it is he explains to us, and he devolves. At least he's worked out how to do that. So he explains a ton of stuff to us, I think. I can't tell you what he's explaining to us, but probably some. I think it's more to do with his Digivolution and the fact that he had exposure to the Digivices and other stuff. Oh, shut up, Ogremon. You gave us right hell on File Island. I do not forget. Anyway, like I say, this conversation goes on for a little bit, and we also discover two other Digimon hidden inside the restaurant. Atamamon and Geckomon. Two of the Digimon who looked after Mimi when she was going for a prissy princess spoilt brat phase. But they're at least happy to see us. Makes a change from last time, because Mimi was obviously being a spoilt brat and nobody was happy to see her then. But they're explaining about how the Dark Masters, I think, destroyed the castle where Shogun Geckomon was, and they have nowhere to go and stuff. And I don't know. The Dark Masters really fucked with the digital world. You thought Vamdemon was a prick. And he was, don't get me wrong. Vamdemon, Etamon, Devimon, they were all pricks, but my word, the Dark Masters outdo all of them. And now Mimi's getting all upset. But whether she likes it or not, she's going to end up having a fight in the end, because that's just the way it is. The Dark Masters will not stop coming after the kids just because they decide, fuck it, we don't want to do this anymore. Just like Voldemort and Harry. Sometimes you're placed into a position where you may not want to fight, but you have no choice but to fight. There are things that you may not want to do that you have to do. Anyway, Metaletamon appears. I don't know how the fuck he found us, but he's one smart monkey, I suppose. I wish he would stop screaming. So, we're gonna have to fight Metaletamon with no mega levels. And bearing in mind, we have 2 support characters for this fight, so yeah. Palmon's not going to be joining in. Kind of a pity, because that could have been handy to get, you know, get a poison, to poison him, but I'll live. The fight isn't exactly easy, I will admit that. I think Pinokimon's the easier fight of the 2. But this tough shit, we gotta kill him. He can't just come back to life whenever he feels like it. So he tries to kill Mimi. Saberleomon takes the hit. And this will explain something that's going to happen in the boss fight when that actually comes up. Personally, I don't understand why Saberleomon continued to be a support character at this point, because this was the blow that killed him in the anime. Which obviously makes no sense. So it makes no sense to me as to why he's able to fight after this. And why they didn't just include Palmon, even though Mimi's still against fighting. So Zudomon does fuck all to Metaletamon with that Hammer Spark ability, but Hammer Throw, his other attack, does actually hurt him, because the hammer and Metaletamon's body are made of the same metal. So just bear that in mind. Don't really bother with Hammer Spark, just use Hammer Throw. Stay true to the anime, people. You damaged my perfect muscly chest. So Metaletamon's pissed, and we get to fight him. And I had to cut ahead to the successful fight, because I did end up failing the first fight against him. Because let me just make it clear, Metaletamon isn't the easiest fight you're going to come up against. I mean, to be fair, he is a mega level, and we're only fighting him with 2 ultimates and champion. Not only that, but because Saberleomon took such a massive blow, he starts out with only 2,000 hit points. Which means that he's incredibly vulnerable right from the get-go. So you want to heal him up as soon as, but obviously I've taken a ton of damage as well, and I don't want to lose Zudomon in this fight, so I'm going to heal Zudomon first. Look after yourself, then look after the rest of your team. But yeah, make sure you have a healing ability attached to Zudomon, because it's going to be so helpful in this fight. And we have no healer with us, so we're going to need it. So I'm going to heal Saberleomon, and that might take a while to get all his health up to a reasonable level. I'm not too concerned about Ogremon, because Ogremon's not really going to do much. He does have counter though, so maybe I should try and keep him alive, purely because he's got counter. Saberleomon also has counter, by the way, just to get that out there. So whenever Metaletamon attacks either Saberleomon or Ogremon, there is a good chance that they will, you know, deal damage back. And I'm totally all for the defense boost Saberleomon. I wouldn't worry too much about putting a defense boost move on Zudomon, because, like I say, there's a good chance Saberleomon will just boost your defense. And like I say, just make sure you keep Saberlemon in particular healed up. I mean, it would be nice also to keep Ogamon healed up, but Saberlemon is definitely the more powerful of the two. He's definitely the one you really want to keep healed up. Yeah, just don't underestimate Metaletamon. He's strong, okay? He may look like a joke given that he's just throwing banana skins at us, but he's I would definitely say that I found him tougher than Pinocchimon. So I'm going to heal up Ogamon, even though I said that it seems almost pointless compared to Saberlemon, but having that extra counter ability on board is going to be handy. I haven't really had much of a chance to attack with Zoodamon because I've mainly been focused on keeping the other two healed up. I like that. Hopefully I will be able to get off an attack with Zoodamon soon. Because at the moment this just looks like, let's heal everybody while everyone else does all the fucking work for me. Let the computer do the work, I'm too lazy to do it myself. Defensive boost again. Thank you very much, Saberlemon, you star. Okay. Oh, I like this. I think Ogamon's ability is something like enables multiple counters. And if that's the case, that's awesome. That's a good reason to keep him alive, if anything. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, by the way. It wouldn't surprise me if I was wrong on that. So, like I said, just going to keep going in with the hammer throw because that is the most powerful attack against Metaletamon. Hammer Spark won't do anywhere near as much. I think that Ogamon's got two abilities. He either is attack boosts or counter kicks in, or sometimes, very rarely, both. And that's all good. I'm down with that. So it's an excuse to keep him alive, if anything. He's definitely making up for all the shit he put us through on File Island. So we might have to forgive him. He's actually been very helpful and joining our side. So heal him up. Oh, for fuck's sake, stop chucking banana skins at me. I'm gonna just put people off of bananas completely. Ooh, defense boost again. Like I say, Saberlemon is definitely the one to keep alive out of the two of them because, like I say, he's got that defense boost ability. And he's got a slightly stronger attack, I think, as well. I think I just spend most of this fight, like I say, healing them and letting them do all the work. I'm too lazy. I've killed Etamon once already. Let the computer do it this time. Like I say, keep these two healed up. Particularly focus on getting Saberlemon healed up right from the get-go because, like I say, unless Zoodamon's taking a massive amount of damage at the beginning, you don't really want to lose Saberlemon. If he does get knocked out, then feel free to use a revive on him if you have one. A meat, as I think it's called. That's what the revival item is called, I think, a meat. That's very reminiscent of the first Digimon World game on the PS1. Just love that game. Never beat it though. So I'm going to give you another heal. Okay, that count. Okay, maybe not. First counter missed, but the others didn't. Like I say, it kind of makes no sense that Saberlemon's in this fight when the shot that was dealt to him before was actually the shot that killed him. So how the fuck would he find the strength to fight Metaletamon? I mean, it's helpful, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of happy Saberlemon is in this fight with all that defense boosting that he's given us. But still. Just don't make any sense from a story perspective. Alright. We're nearly done. That attack is easily his most powerful attack, though. I don't know if I should bother healing now because he's so close to being defeated. I can practically smell it. I'm gonna kill you, you fucking monkey. Anyway, that's how you... That's the Metal Etemon fight. It honestly is not as tough as what I initially expected, despite the fact that I lost the first time I went up against him, but that's because I did not expect Saber Leomon's health to drop down to such a pitiful amount, but okay. You get an Evo 3 from him, so that's handy. I believe that enables you to digivolve one of your team straight to the Mega Form. I'm not 100% sure on that. But Evo items do generally let you start the battle in a further head form. And now Leomon dies, despite the fact that he found plenty of strength to fight bloody Metal Etemon. And even Ogamon's sad. And this guy's his rival. Sad Ogre. But like I say, Leomon bravely fought to the end. And dies. Another bloody death. So, these two eventually reached the decision that I think they kind of hit the realisation that whether they like it or not, the Dark Masters are always going to come after them. Evil Digimon are always going to come after them. They're going to have to fight whether they like it or not. So they decide to gather an army, I suppose you could say, of good Digimon who is willing to help out. Whether they stand a chance or not, we'll see, but you know, it's handy to have all the extra backup. Well, no one's making Mimi fight, let's just put it that way. No one's making the precious little girl fight. I can't say I blame her for not wanting to fight, but sometimes, like I say, you just got no choice but to fight back. Anyway, Ogamon's going to be in the army. He's all for helping us out. Definitely forgive him now for File Island. And that nasty little bit of douchebaggery we had to endure. So I think Mimi's on board, I think. So that brings this episode to a close. Jou and Mimi managed to defeat Etemon again. I have no idea why he was brought back, but I suppose, I don't know, they needed an excuse to kill Leomon off. I'm just guessing. I don't know. It's just a random guess at this point. Nonetheless, Ogamon's going to join us in fighting the Dark Masters. I don't think these two are going to be much good to Mimi. By all means, hire them to be part of the army, but I don't see them doing fuck all. Look at them, they're weaklings. Mind you, who knows, they might surprise us. So they come along with us as well. And that brings that episode to a close. Anyway, next time we actually get to fight Pinocchimon and finish him off. So I'll see you guys then.